Hello, welcome to the Kubernetes Cluster API Azure biweekly office hours. As you're probably well aware, we are a sub-project of SIG Cluster Lifecycle, and so we obey their code of conduct, which is not usually a big deal, but just to put it on the record, try to make this a welcoming place where everybody can participate, etc. Yeah, I think it's just you and me, though, Damiano. So you can. I don't have anything in particular to add. Well, actually, maybe I do have something to add just for the record, so let me put that on afterwards. But yeah, you want to talk about the FC 111 PR?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so not a big deal, really. Just wanted to give a heads up that we have been working on the CAPI 111 bumping Cap Z because, um, yeah, we know you have been picking it up, but that has been going a bit slow because I guess it was tough with the V1 Beta 2 changes and all the things that were coming in. Um, as breaking things in the providers. So given we have done it for Kappa and Cap G, and some friends did it on Cap V as well, we figured we would give a hand and help out with that. And Christian has worked on it specifically. He's on my team, and yeah, we have put up the PR. I think now the tweets are green, or most of the CI is green now. We have gone up in the core Capi repo and proposed a couple of changes. One of which was the one you have already looked at, I believe, Matt,
Yeah.
just related to the size of the addresses, which has been relaxed, I think, to 128. So now I think it's just a matter of getting it done. I know Christian might or might not, I have not checked, have addressed your thoughts on it.
He did already,
But
yeah.
yeah, it looks like it's progressing well. So um, I put in this, I think, like beginning of the war, maybe last week even, and then we got all of a sudden we got green CI and a review from you. So I'm happy with the progress now.
Yeah, me too. And sorry it took me so long to get to it. Yeah, like you said, I started on this several months ago, got reasonably far, and then couldn't figure out what to do with the tests, and I probably did a bunch of other things wrong, and then I just got stalled out and working on other things. So you and I kind of was watching from afar as the AWS uh, conversion was going on, although I didn't really have any time to participate. But we really appreciate it. I really appreciate it that you guys jumped in to help because, yeah, it looks like Christian's PR is pretty close to merging. I don't know what changed with the last commit he pushed, but now a bunch of CI stuff is failing. But it looks like it's relatively straightforward, just compilation error. So um, I finally got
Yeah,
around
I
to
also
reviewing it
heard.
yesterday, and it's such a big PR that GitHub just goes, "I'm only going to show you the files one at a time." I actually haven't seen that before.
Yeah, yeah, we deal with that a lot because we do vendor things and check in vendoring. So we
Yeah.
have that a lot. A trick for getting around it is to open the pull request in um, a VS Code mode on GitHub. So basically, like if you
Oh.
change the PR URL, you change it from github.com/the PR URL to github.dev. It opens a VS Code instance in the browser,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
you can review it from there, and it doesn't have the limitations that the GitHub UI has,
And
and
then
it's
it's
really
one
useful
big
for.
continuous diff rather than. Yeah, that would be
Yeah, you
good
can
because
just you can just navigate the files I've changed and look at them independently and go back and forth and add comments. It's quite
the
useful.
the single file at a time interface was okay, but it was unclear to me like when you clicked one as having I've seen this one, then when you went next file or previous file, it would still include that in the, I don't know. I guess there's a filter. I could have said, don't show me the viewed files at this point. That would have helped. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'd
I
rather
don't
do
know.
it the way you
I
said with
find
the
it
code.
confusing.
Yeah. Right. But anyway,
Uh,
that's
yeah.
great. And I saw Christian pounced on my little bit of feedback. I didn't really find very much. It all looks very straightforward. And I think I understand now what the patterns should have been when I was trying to do it before. Um, so hopefully he can figure out what the compilation error is, and we'd love to get it merged as soon as possible. And then the only other thing I put on our agenda here is we've kind of been stalling doing a new CapZ release, waiting for this big change.
Hmm.
And so I think that's still the strategy, but I think there's a good chance it'll land in the next week or so, and then we can let it
Yeah.
sit for a little bit and then do a release.
Yeah, yeah. So one thing I heard or overheard actually is that Azure registry might be having issues today.
I saw that. Yeah, I got a lot of internal chatter too about, all of our
Uh,
internal pipelines are failing for something.
I, I've not looked at the PR, but have we checked whether the failures might be related to that, or is
I
it actually a
haven't.
compilation error?
There's a whole bunch of failures, and I just looked at the very first one, which seems like the most basic one, which is can we build the binaries? And
Okay.
it's failing on just some Go compilation error. Um, so that's the first thing to look at. But yeah, it's possible. If ACR is really down, that's going to mess a whole ton of things up. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not looked at them. Maybe it's worth kicking our test, and if he fails again, I'll ping Christian, but he'll be back on Monday, so
Okay.
he's not in today and tomorrow. He'll be back
Yeah.
on Monday, and I guess we can address that.
There's no super rush from our point of view. Um,
Okay,
I'll watch out for changes, and this time I'll pounce on
cool.
them.
Yeah, thank you very much, and yeah, thank you for reviews. If it makes you feel better, I know it was tough also on my side to understand these V1 beta 2 changes, and Christian, which has worked closely with the upstream core copy team. He knows a lot about those changes, so has been able to
Yeah.
um, figure them out. So
Yeah, it was
yeah,
interesting to look at because I can see I wasn't totally off track, but I definitely don't know the code as well as he does. And so he used a lot of little, not tricks, but constructs that I missed. So it makes more
yeah,
sense.
yeah, indeed.
All right.
Um,
I have to go hold on just one second. I have to let my dog in.
yep,
Sorry about that. She was barking.
no worries.
Let me in.
No
Got tired of
worries at
playing in
all.
the snow.
Mhm.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty much it. And in general, I wanted to say, yeah, thank you very much for um, being the wardens of Capzi. And yeah, I would be interested in either me or someone from my team, like in the future, working a bit closer with you on that, because we rely on Capzi a lot now, or we're gonna rely on it a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
so
We're
would
always
like to.
happy for help, especially in this area where we don't intend to fall behind. I mean, the goal has been to keep up with Cappy. We just, as you can probably tell, um, we don't have as much maintainer horsepower as we did a few months ago, which should be fine because we're not doing lots of new features. But we didn't really intend to let this dangle so long. So we really appreciate you guys helping.
No
And
worries.
uh
Yeah,
and the next thing is to get on to 112 before it starts getting too many patches once we get this in there because we want to stay current. And
yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
think we want to do the same across providers, like also for Kappa and CapG. I'm a maintainer of both Kappa and CapG, so
yeah,
yeah, I think we would like to try and jump on the betas and try them out. But yeah, we have been like trying to keep up with the backlog of changes and E2E issues that we have had for a while now. So We were trying to catch up with it, and then we lost a lot of ground by having to the bumps, and all of a sudden I
Yeah,
always try and say as soon as it's out, let's try it out, but then we lose ground on it. So yeah,
yeah, yeah, and it's hard once
this
you
time was a tough
fall
one.
behind.
Yeah, yeah, especially CI. I think it's been like our E2Es on Kappa have been like really really flaky, and yeah, there are some issues that we need to tackle there.
Mm.
But yeah, yours look much healthier. So
I don't know about that. It doesn't seem like it's green very often, but that's good to hear. How's it going, Brian? We were just finishing up talking about the CAPI 111 bump, which seems like it's actually on track now.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was hoping to get here to hear how that was going because I know um,
Well,
part of my team's
yeah.
waiting for that too. So like I was waiting to see.
Well, TLDR, Damiano and his team and Christian have got the PR out there. It was passing CI. I finally found time to review it, which took several hours because it's so long, and I actually found a few little things, so I'm glad I looked at all the files. Um, and then Christian pounced on that, but now for some reason it's failing CI. So as soon as he has time to get to that, but it looks totally mergeable from my point of view. It looks very clean. So hopefully,
yeah,
I think Christian's not available today or tomorrow, but hopefully next week we can get it merged.
That sounds good.
yeah. Actually, Brian and I are on two separate teams of the same company, so uh, yeah, but we don't interact a lot.
Yeah, we bump into each other a bit, like when we're pulling down
Like in these
Cappy
meetings.
providers. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Anyway, yeah, as I was mentioning to Matt, Brian, I think we should try and step up a bit our help here, because yeah, we are relying more on Capsi and on both of our teams, and so I think yeah, we would like to try and get someone as maybe like a reviewer to help out with some of that in the near future.
I mean,
yeah,
Brian should probably be a reviewer, or at least at least a reviewer, if not a maintainer at this point. We talked about it before, and then I don't know. I think you didn't meet the technical criteria, and then I've kind of spaced it. But um,
yeah. I think that's what we keep running into. Like, oh, Kubernetes wants this metric or kind of thing, or you've
yeah,
reviewed this many PRs, and
those are
I've been
soft.
trying
Those are
to.
soft requirements in the real world. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to do that. I'm trying to get more time to work on CapZ upstream, but I'm sure you all understand that balance between different features and that sort of thing.
yep, for sure. All right. Well, maybe I'll
Okay.
dust that off, and we can nominate you as a reviewer. Uh, why not?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would be very up for it because, yeah, I think we want to give back a bit to these providers projects in general. We leverage.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, and thanks again for the 111 bump and everything you guys have done. It's great. And
Thank you.
we have anything else we want to chat about, Cap C or otherwise?
Nope. So that timing of the next release, is there another bump coming soon?
I mean, we're overdue in terms of what we said we were going to try to do in GitHub on the milestone. But I think the plan is I haven't talked to John and Jack and other maintainers, but I think we're still kind of waiting for that. Uh, so hopefully we can merge it, let it sit for a few days, and then do the next CapZ release.
Yeah, that makes sense,
I don't.
especially since it's such a
Yeah,
large PR.
yeah. I haven't. Can't. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else in Maine that would call for another minor release. So I think we'll continue to wait.
Right.
But we can be talked out of it if you really need a minor release. Let us know. All right.
Yep.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
Thank you very
thanks.
much. Yeah.
See
See
you
ya.
out there.
See you around. Bye bye.
Bye.